Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I really want to talk about manifesting other people because other people are often the source or the reason why we think we cannot have what we want. And this is absolutely not true. And therefore, we have to understand our power, where our power is. Our power is not in our humanness as a manifested form, as a body. Our power is energetic, our power is mental. And we have this power. There's nothing we can do against it. It's just who we are. We are mental beings. We are energetical beings. We are the frequency that manifests. And that's a given. That's a law. And that's what we have to understand to manifest the life we want and not manifest the life we don't want. So, yeah, where I am right now, I'm in Bali, and I'm absolutely 100% responsible for the things I have in my life and for the things I don't have in my life. And for a very long time, I was very unhappy because of other people. And it started with my parents, with my background, with my upbringing. There were always limits. I saw the limits. And I thought I was this limited being. For a long time, I actually never grew up. I did not become an adult because I was still thinking as a little girl that was depending on the love, the support that has to be shown to her from outside. And I was lacking love, I was lacking support, I was lacking respect. I was such a lackful person. I was lacking responsibility, I was lacking trust. I was like just full of lack, who actually everybody is until they wake up, until they realize how this life actually works. And there's always a moment when we are done, when we are done with being depending, with not being free, with not expressing ourselves, with not being respected. And then we are still afraid what's coming after. How can I be myself? How can I express myself so people understand me, so people like me, so people support me? And then I have the big confusion because for one point I want to be me, but also at the other part I want to be seen and loved and liked and want to be important. And when I understand how life really works, how manifestation really works, how other people show up in my life, it's very easy to actually find my voice, find my mission, find my life purpose without sacrificing it to the lack of money, the lack of time, the lack of support, the lack of love. Because everything out there reflects my opinions, reflects what I believe, my beliefs, my understanding of life, my understanding of love, my understanding of relationship, my understanding of business. So it's all about me. And when I really get it, what it means, life is a reflection of you, I have the only task to be my best me. And that doesn't mean I have to fulfill requirements or I have to fulfill other people's or society's requirements. No, I have to be sure about what is important to me, how the perfect person for me thinks, believes, and acts. And that's so crucial because we have to set ourselves free from all the concepts, from all the things people have told us that work or that work for them, and for all the strategies and so on and so on. We can actually decide from the scratch who we are being. Because internally, in our essence, we are already made perfect. We have no boundaries, we have no limitations, we have everything. But how is this expressed in this world? And that means how I show up with my five senses, how I speak, how I feel, how I act, how I hear, how I react. All the things can be decided by me. So it's a total new mindset, it's a total new mind, it's a total new person coming out fresh, being actually reborn as somebody who never did anything wrong, who has no debt, who has nothing to show, who has nothing to prove, but is unconditionally loved, liked, wanted, and requested. And when we understand this, we can manifest everything at once. We can manifest the greatest people, the greatest love life, the greatest business life, the most amazing clients, the most amazing relationships in general, the most amazing experience. But it always starts with us. We really have to come and understand it's about who we are being, what is manifested in other people. So let me give you an example. If you are the woman of your own dreams, if you manifested yourself as the woman of your dreams, and what does it need to manifest myself as the woman of my dreams? I just decide that I am the woman of my dreams. So, what does it mean? When I am the woman of my dreams, I am the woman of everybody's dreams. And that's hard for the ego to understand that this is basically how it works. Because when I am someone I decide to be, there is not I'm someone for this, I'm good for these people, I'm bad for these people, I'm loved with these people, I'm liked by these people, I'm rejected by these people. This is only my mind fuck. Because when I decide I'm a dream woman, I'm divine perfection, I have to believe it for myself. I have to know what divine perfection means. I have to take down all the conditions. I have to take down all the limiting beliefs. I have to take down all the concepts that tell me, no, you're not. Because I am. I am who I say I am. And who I say I am for everybody. In every circumstances, in every situation. And that's the hardest part, when outer circumstances come up and try to request me to not be who I am. And it's so easy, something doesn't work the way I want it to work, somebody doesn't say what I want to say. What do I do? Do I leave my position as a dream woman? Do I leave my understanding that I am the love of my life and everybody's love? And just turn around and say, oh, I'm not loved by this person. This person doesn't accept me. Why should I do that when I'm the only source and decision maker in my life? And this is a big training we have to undertake ourselves. We have to take ourselves to train ourselves a new way of thinking, a new way of mindset, a new way of believing, a new way of knowing. Because the old way, the human way, in all the limitations, in all the concepts, in all the analytical stuff, doesn't really serve us, because we are unconditional who we say we are. We are unconditional because energy has no conditions. Consciousness has no conditions. Consciousness says yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And when I say I'm poor, yes, you are. I'm not loved, yes, you are. I'm not wanted, yes, you are. So it's so crucial for us to really find a new inner talk, because the answer is always yes, you are. Yes, you are. So if you start your day with I'm loved, yes, you are. I have the best day of my life, yes, you have. I'm beautiful, yes, you are. People love me, yes, they do. You are wanted, yes, you are wanted. So it's a nice trick I want to share with you. If you really put yourself into other people and you see them saying, yes, you are, then you have to remind yourself what you give them to agree with, because they always agree. People always agree with you, with your opinion, not with what you say, but what you believe about yourself and about life. People cannot do anything else because they reflect you. So you have to have the discipline to really put yourself in the center of your life and accept the most beautiful reflections from other people. And that's basically why we want the love of our life, because we want the love of our life to reflect our beauty, our love, our true essence. But first we have to find it. First we have to bring it out of us, express it, believe it, and trust it. And then by law, it will reflected, expressed by other people. So your thoughts matter. It's not who you are, but what you think is reality. You think yourself into reality. And that's why your thoughts are like a painting. They paint all the scenes, all the visions. They paint your reality. So paint it in the most beautiful way, because you deserve it. You deserve the most beautiful life because you are the most beautiful person. And if you take all the conditions out, all the experience you had until now, you know that I'm right. And because I'm right, I'm here to remember you who you really are. And you are here to live the most free, the most loving, the most beautiful life. So I hope you enjoy this channel. It's gonna be so many random videos, they pop up in my mind to remind you how this life here works and who you really are. Follow me for more, give me a comment, and I see you in the next video.